Hello and welcome to It Was a Movie. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
This is the movie Waking Ned Devine from 1998. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, we're wearing, well, you're wearing a rugby top, so and your flat cap,
I'm celebrating us beating England, which is always nice.
which was 2 weeks ago.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm still celebrating it.
Of course, as you always do.
And I'll celebrate it for another year until they beat us.
So I'd never seen Waking Ned Devine before. Had you?
I had not. I'd heard of it before, and it kind of been on my radar as a movie that was kind of interesting, but not enough to bother going watch it.
No, I heard it was like an underappreciated sort of comedy. Yes, but I never really had the inclination to watch it. It is 91 minutes long, directed by Kirk Jones, which kind of saddened me as it's St. Patrick's Day, but it was actually shot in the Isle of Man, so it's not even an Irish village. So,
yeah, the most Irish movie we watched recently was Space Truckers. It was actually shot in Ireland.
True. Yeah. Apart from
this not so much.
Apart from the space shots.
But yeah, they were in space.
Yeah. The main cast for this was Ian Bannen, who plays Michael O'Sullivan.
A Scottish man.
Unfortunately, died 1 year
Soon
after
after
release.
this, wasn't it? Car accident. Yeah.
Yeah, India. No, maybe it wasn't Isle of Man. Maybe it's Scotland or something. But anyway,
him and his wife had a car accident like months after or something, and
yeah, not good.
Not great.
Not good. David Kelly, who is a very well-known face of Irish acting.
Oh yeah. He's the guy from, I didn't bother looking it up. I assumed this to be true, which means it's probably not. Faulty Towers. I don't know if you've ever seen the show.
Naturally.
Every now and then he'd have an Irish contractor in who was a bit of a shyster.
That makes sense.
He looked like David Kelly to me, and quite possibly is, but I didn't bother looking it up.
Probably.
I should have.
He did play Grandpa Joe on Depp's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but I never watched it, and I don't want to watch it ever.
It's not nearly. I've watched both. It's okay. He's good in it. He's the best part of it, in my opinion.
He's got
Johnny Depp in it.
He's got a very expressive face, David Kelly.
He does. Plastic face.
Just full of wrinkles.
Yeah.
A face of wrinkles. There's a lot of other people acting in this movie, but James Nesbitt is probably one that's probably known more to the mainstream fans.
Yeah, and Fionnuala Flanagan's in a bunch of stuff, just you'd never know her name.
Right. And Susan O'Lynch as well plays Maggie O'Toole. They're the main sort of... It was a very popular movie, very successful, 3 million budget, 55 million box office.
Decent return.
Because it was filmed in the Isle of Man, it was actually... it won a British Independent Film Award for Best British Independent Film. Yeah, kind of like a Father Ted sort of spectacle.
Full of Irish people, but made in the UK.
Yeah, it's okay on Metacritic. It's 71 Metacritics and 7.1 for fans. What did you think of Waking Ned Devine?
It's a reasonably pleasurable way to spend an hour and a half or so. It's not groundbreaking. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. It's good. You know, it's there's no laugh out loud moments really, but there are, you know, your chucklish moments and your grinning moments, but it's not joke upon joke upon joke. It's more of a subtle sort of thing.
Yeah, I think they rely heavily on the Irish setting and the Irish mannerisms, and I really appreciate the interior decoration. It's just like, oh, that's what our house was like in the 80s, pretty much.
Very much so. It did feel like going back in time.
Yeah, they did.
Grannies.
They did very well with the set decoration. The whole premise is that Ned Devine wins the lotto and he is found dead with the winning lottery ticket in his hands.
Ned's dead, baby.
Ned is dead. So our main protagonists, Michael and Jackie, pretty much try and make it work that they just make him Jackie becomes Ned. David Kelly becomes Ned and try to put
the first quarter. The first quarter they spend trying to figure out who's actually won the money.
Yes. I like the start. I like the start of the movie. It's cute and
Where he gets-
funny.
Where he gets slapped for the apple tart thing, where he's pretending to won the lotto.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, because I was like, no, is this the start of the movie where he wins? Because I didn't actually even know who Ned Devine was. And Ned Devine, the actor who played him, he was
in Father Ted.
That's right. He was the monkey priest.
Monkey priest.
Oh, yeah. Now, was that the airplane one? He was in
that was the
one.
airplane one where he gives his poem or whatever it is, and he goes, everybody's like, "Oh, don't want to follow that one." He's not supposed to see his reflection. He doesn't know he's a priest.
It always goes back to Father Ted.
Yeah, of course, especially another sort of teen thing. There's going to be Father Ted moments, and
yeah, we've had a plan to have Mike from Paddy Wagon Podcast on this episode. I was going to ask him whether he needed subtitles for this. Like, it's pretty West accenty.
Yeah. Well, it's 7 Tullymore, so
Tullamore, not really Tullamore.
No, Tullymore.
Tullymore, yeah.
It's a real place.
Is it?
And it's got like 7 people who live there, so it's kind of accurate.
But there's Tullamore in Offaly, right?
That's substantially larger. Yes.
Yeah, bit of a town. That one.
Yeah. No, this is like a fishing village, effectively.
Yeah. So we have let's talk about Tullymore then. So it's kind of, we have this opening of this village of whatever. I can't remember how many people that they say.
52 people.
Oh, there you go. So it's like, it's a sort of a closed ecosystem type place where everybody knows each other and will, apart from the crazy lady who tries to put the kibosh on the whole thing.
We can talk about it later, but I love her departure.
Yeah.
I admit that there's a bit that made me chuckle and maybe possibly laugh out loud a bit because it's still dark.
Lizzie Quinn, the witch.
Not witch.
Yeah. Actually, so I usually don't write down notes, but when I was watching, I was like, okay, there's 5 plot lines in this movie. And that's what I think maybe makes it quite enjoyable, because there's 5 sort of threads going through the movie. Obviously, you have the major one.
All come together, yeah.
Kind of, in a way, but there's a couple of weird ones. So we have the lotto one, which basically has Jackie and Michael and Annie, Michael's wife, sort of trying to get around this where they can get this lotto money from the dead Ned. But we also have James Nesbitt as Pig Finn and the Maggie romance, which I kind of thought was kind of fun as well. The whole, oh, no, you still stink.
Get away from me, you smell like pigs.
Yeah. I actually I found that funny about the fruit soaps. I found that funny.
I enjoyed that, yes.
Go upstairs and try the banana one, Pig. It'll be good. It might.
And he does, in fairness.
Yeah. But like, I've
tried the banana soaps, yes.
I remember the 80s fruit soaps, but I don't know where you lived. I don't think there was pig farms around you, was there?
Yeah, there was.
Really? I thought there was all cows.
Yeah. Down on deeper, darker Rathcore, there was pig farms and
there was one
farms.
in Berlurgan that I would go past, and then obviously drive past a lot when you're in the countryside of Ireland, and they are really smelly.
There's an odor, and it's I get it. It kind of persists. It's not easy to scrub off with your banana soap.
You can just picture Pig Finn in the bath, in an Irish 80s bath with a little fruit soap, just trying to scrub off the stench of pigs. It's kind of sad, really.
It is. It's a weird relationship they have. It's kind of believable in a way, though.
Yeah, she's sort of, she has a son as well, and we'll get to that later. But it's sort of this chasing Maggie and her just going, yeah, I like you, but you stink of pig shit.
I'd love to be with you, but every time I get close, I want to vomit.
Yeah, they have this
it's a problem, in fairness.
Yeah, they have this little scene in the forest, which I thought was quite funny and humorous, and then it was just sort of quite romantic, but
yeah. She goes, get away.
Nah, can't do it, mate.
Nah, man, you're rancid.
Yeah. So we got the lotto, we've got the Pig Finn and Maggie. We've also got this weird thing where we get a couple of scenes. I don't even know, maybe 2 or 3 scenes where this new priest and the young kid Morris are just talking. It's like, I don't want that.
Yeah, I had assumed that this was going to be an area of conflict between them trying to hide the fact that Ned was already dead and the lottery money was gone, because he'd been moral as in, oh, you can't do that. That's exactly where I thought this movie was going to go.
Yes.
I was very wrong. He's kind of irrelevant.
He's irrelevant.
He's just there and he talks to a kid.
Yeah, and
I think maybe they're trying to introduce the kid as a character because he becomes slightly more important in the last 5 minutes, but still relevant.
Still irrelevant. Yeah, I thought as well. I thought the priest would be this like blow-in because he's replaced just this standard village priest who's gone up to the city for a while or something. Yeah, I thought he would come in and go, "You can't do this. I'm going to tell the fucking lotto." But they had.
Nah, it's grand.
He was like, "I don't give a shit. I'm out of here in a couple of days."
You do some crimes. Don't mind me.
Yeah. What else have we got? Oh yeah, so the other thing I've noted here is the sort of central hub of Fitzgerald's pub, basically, which I kind of think is a good linchpin of the story. It's where people go. It's one Mr. Fitzgerald who just runs the place, and that's where everybody goes. And
very believable in my head, especially for a small rural town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
you have a central thing. It's either the church or the pub. Usually the pub.
Yeah. You also have, to a certain extent, you have the village shop as well, where the other lady is, can't remember her name, but she's who Annie thinks has won the lotto at the start. As you said, they're trying to find out who has won the lotto at the start of the movie.
Cakes and buying pints for Pig Finn. And
here's
the chicken dinner. The chicken dinner works now.
Chicken dinner party is good. Is a good one. The last one,
everybody turns up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
One chicken thigh left over. Whose was it?
Who didn't come? Ned Devine.
The monkey priest.
The monkey priest themselves. But yeah. So people are beginning to think it's actual Michael that has the lotto winning because he's hosting these parties.
Yeah.
He's giving Guinness to Pig Finn in the pub and he's buying everybody pints and then he has this chicken bloody dinner. And so they think it's him. That doesn't really evolve though, that sort of line though. They don't really chase him down. They just stop.
Not like he's chasing them down.
No.
He's the greediest fecker in the whole lot, let's be honest. His friend Michael's along for a ride, but he's looking for the money.
Jackie's along for the ride. Michael is
No, Michael is David Kelly, according to IMDb.
Really? Let me have a look here.
It doesn't matter.
Ian Bannen is Michael and David Kelly is Jackie.
Oh, that's not what the thing I'm looking at says. One of them's wrong. Doesn't matter.
Might be me. Hang on. Let me see what Metacritic says. But yeah, so it's Michael and Jackie. So yeah, David Kelly. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, irrelevant. Anyway,
yeah, Jackie and Annie are the married couple, and Michael is David Kelly.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
It doesn't matter.
It kind of does. Let me just do this. Okay, that's okay. So that we have to get that sorted. Yeah, so the chicken dinner basically is where they find out, Ned Devine didn't show up. Let's have a look-see. And to this point, Jackie is pissed drunk and he just takes a walk in the rain to Ned's house and he's there just grasping the ticket.
Yeah, because he figures it out when he's lying in bed and he goes, wait a effing second.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, they pretty much find out. And then he gets bloody Michael involved. They were both trashed a few scenes ago and now they're walking through the rain to figure out what they're going to do. What happens in the bedroom? It's like he's leaking or something, but it's when he dropped his chicken dinner.
Spilled some chicken grease on it.
That was funny.
And he's like, "Oh my god, he's melting!"
Yeah,
I like that.
Funny.
That's Michael freaking out. He thinks he's put his hand into melted Ned.
Melted Ned. So like, yeah. So what do you think of the reaction then? So we've got Ned's dead, and like obviously they're not friends because they don't really realize he's missing, but their initial reactions. What do you think of their reactions to
I
his death?
genuinely like it. Like there's a certain amount of respect given. Like they're not thinking. Just not that the first reaction isn't let's get some money out of him. It's oh crap, you got all this money and then you just died. That sucks.
True.
He actually goes home first, and then he's lying in bed and goes. He has a dream where he's chatting to Ned, and Ned in his dream says, "Go and get the effing money, you idiot." Effectively.
True. Yes, they're in a boat or something.
Yeah. So up until this point, he'd no intention of doing it. He's like, well, if Ned wants me to do it,
Came
fair
to me in a
enough.
dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's handled well. I don't think it's kind of dark, but not really. It's not like morally weird to me.
It's a little bit grey, but I genuinely don't have an issue with it. Like, is it illegal? Is it fraud? Yes, to both of those things. But do I think it's morally wrong? Not really.
Yeah, if you had a town of 50 people and you knew all of them wanted a little bit of cash, you'd do the same thing.
And later on, we find out it's not actually that morally wrong at all. But that's in the last 10 seconds of the movie, effectively.
So yeah, so I think Michael and Jackie then just decide to claim the winnings, and Jackie has to pose as Ned.
But problems happen because the two lads are in the nip down at the beach. Which again I love. They're just sitting. Why are they in the nip again? I can't remember.
They went to the water.
Yeah. They're swimming. And the lottery man pulls up in his rental car.
You know where Tullymore is, lads, or
Are you looking for who? Ned? Oh shit.
Well, that's a good part, most memorable part of the scene, because Jackie's pretty much cycling in the nip to chase them home.
It's a great scene. I do love it. He's bombing down the road, skinny AF,
skeletal.
Yeah, you get to see everything. It's great.
Yeah,
it's very comedic. It's funny.
Yeah. And then it's just that whole sort of carousel of him talking to him in his home then as Ned, and just sort of trying to. It's not as stressful as it could be, I guess. It's pretty soft.
But it goes against what they had planned, because the Jackie character is the smooth talker. But because of the way they bumped into the lottery man, that they had to pivot at the last second. So Michael ends up doing the fraudulent work, and he's not kitted out for it. He doesn't know what he's bloody saying.
No, I don't.
He does okay though.
Yeah, but then Jackie takes the bike and gets the papers or something. I can't remember what it was.
They swap clothes because none of Ned Devine's clothes fit Michael.
Yeah.
So he gives him his clothes and then gets back on the bike and goes and gets the papers. So he's driving down the road in nip as well, which is beautiful symmetry. I like it.
Yeah.
Lots of naked old men.
Yeah. And then they did make it work, and it's not really that stressful. The lotto guy comes, sure, I'll come back and I'll just ask a few questions from your local parishioners, and if they say they know you, then we're all good. See you later, lads.
Shit. This is where they find out it's, what was it, 7-point-something million pounds.
Yeah, there's 6 point something.
Yeah, it's a stupid amount of money. They're expecting 100,000 or something silly, but there was maybe $1 million, but it's multiple rollover weeks or something, so all the lottery numbers got smushed together, and you got loads more monies. So that's the reason why he has to come back, because it's so much money. Gotta make sure.
Yeah. So it's sort of the whole plot sort of runs the line of between kind of you think about it as harmless fun, but then it's ethical seriousness. So it's then okay, why is it so ambiguous to us? I guess it's because nobody has been hurt. It's just this money would not go to anybody if they said, he's dead. No. Sorry.
Where it's a bit ambiguous, or where it's a bit dodgy in my head, is the fact that two lads have decided to share it between themselves in the beginning. Not until the lottery man said he was going to come back in a couple of weeks' time just to check on everybody in the village does it become, shared for the village.
Yeah.
So the sharing of it makes it much less morally bankrupt. Whereas
Everybody's
keeping
in.
it for themselves was a kind of awful move.
Yeah, I think it becomes this sort of thing where you as the viewer are like with them. You're not really against them.
Oh no, not at all.
Annie is like not happy at some point, and Jackie and
You're
Michael
going to
are in
go to
bed.
jail.
Yeah, she disappears for a while, but then like it's pretty much she gathers everybody and goes, "All right, everybody, here's the deal.
Either we're all in or none of us are in, and I
All
go
are
to
in."
jail.
Yeah,
Got to decide.
so they sort of start a lineup of signatures, and the witch Lizzie Quinn is dragging her heels.
Everybody turns up but her to sign the document. She turns up late and starts asking questions.
Yeah,
Oh no, she doesn't turn up at all. They
she
go to
doesn't
her
turn up.
house.
Yeah,
And she's like, well, I've heard that I could get more money by telling
yes,
on you lads,
yeah.
getting a reward as opposed to taking 1/52 of 6 million, which is technically true, but it's quite an evil mercenary thing to do. None of them actually believe she's going to do it.
She has no backstory why she's such a meanie, such a outcast.
She's horrible. She's introduced, I think it's at O'Sullivan's pub again, where she's dropped off a toaster to get fixed.
Oh yeah.
So she's like, I'm not paying for that. I'm crippled. And he's like, no, pay for the second work.
It's just a small thing where she just bombs past Michael and Jackie, and they're like, "What?" And just
Yeah. She's not a nice character in it.
No, she's not. She's not well liked by the parishioners. So they they have really signs apart from the witch, and what happens to her? Well, actually, no. Then what happens first, though? I think it's after the funeral, right? Yeah, because he's leaving. Yeah, the lotto guy is leaving. So they, weirdly enough, I don't know, they decide to have the funeral for Ned Devine whilst they're expecting the lotto guy.
It's bad timing, but I guess at some point he's going to start going off. So to avoid that, perhaps it was like, okay, we better, have his funeral and bury him.
Just put him in the
I actually
pigsty.
like the funeral scene. I quite like his chatting to his friend, being able to tell his friend, because the lottery man walks in halfway through and he can't use the name of Michael or of Ned. He has to address Michael instead. Yeah, which is kind of nice. He's able to say all the nice things about his friend while he's still alive, which is a beautiful thing to say.
That actually was a very nice moment. But it's just such a long gap, though. He's just standing there going,
the hell do I do here?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, how are you? Oh, Christ, get out of the freaking church, you bastard.
Yeah. So it's like, it's really, it's like at the end of the day, he just comes out of the church and goes, oh, no, got everything I need. Get the check in the post, mate.
Oh, happy days, cash-tastic.
So everybody goes on the piss in Fitzgerald's, as you would.
There's a fantastic scene. I actually quite like this from a piece of cinema where the fiddler kicks on and
yes,
and it's a sort of crescendo that's building up. Meanwhile, the witch is driving her little mobility scooter towards the only working payphone, which is a couple of kilometers outside of town.
Yeah,
her mobility scooter runs out of batteries, and she just walks like another 4 kilometers because there's nothing wrong with her. She's just an asshole.
Yeah.
But as this is happening, the fiddle's getting louder and faster. She's moving closer to the phone box. The lottery man's turning up at the same time. There's a bus going the other direction with the old priest. And whatever happens, the lottery man basically knocks her into the ocean. Or off a cliff, not into the ocean. Yeah. But as that's happening, string breaks in the fiddle, music stops. Love it.
Isn't it? I know we both, spoiler alert, we watched this like 3 weeks ago, both of us. Isn't it the priest doesn't hit the phone box, it's the bus that hits the phone box?
Yeah, there's a couple of vehicles.
Yeah, it's set up to be.
Yeah, well, it gets some hang time anyway, the phone box.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But like you're kind of just picturing, this is all just going to work out for everybody. So the witch is going to end up dying somehow. And then you're like going, oh my God, that phone box is going into drink.
It's right on the cliff.
Yeah.
It's not the best place for a phone box.
No, it's the most dangerous phone box in Ireland or the Isle of Man.
Quite clearly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good scene nonetheless. I quite enjoyed the whole build up. Oh, are they going to get caught? Well, I never believed for a second they were going to get caught.
No, it's not that sort of movie.
No, but how they get away with it's quite well done.
Yeah, it's good. I think everybody gets what they deserve.
Yeah.
Like there is obviously there is a little nuance about Jackie and Michael and whether they deserve to be in the money. They kept it quiet for a while, and it's only because Lotto Dude said, hey, I'm gonna have to ask some people. So it's they were a little bit selfish at the start.
Yeah. But how it ends up, where the 6 point whatever million pounds is divided between 52 people, is quite transformative for the little village. It's a nice little thing to happen. So that versus them being greedy feckers at the start, it's a nice climb down from their moral ambiguity at the beginning.
But again, they're forced into it.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah. It's more Jackie. Jackie's the greedy fecker in this, but I think he comes to a realization as well that it's actually better this way. And Annie, his wife, is happier with this as well because they don't need the money, she says, and they don't. Nobody in the village needs that money. It would change them and wreck the village. But with everybody getting a reasonable chunk of change, you know, they'll all still live their lives, but they'll all be comfortable.
So who's the protagonist in this movie? The village.
The village, yeah. I think Jackie and Michael are the two protagonists. The village is the other main character, I guess.
Oh, let's talk about. That's
one entity.
Yeah, I guess there's, as we said, there's a little weirdness at the start about their ethical dilemma, but I guess they are. Michael and Jackie are. With Annie being probably the moral compass, I guess.
Moral compass is only listened to when forced to.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk.
But everybody's more comfortable when they're made listen to the compass.
Let's talk about the weirdest thing that you mentioned to me 3 weeks ago by WhatsApp, and so it sort of ties in with Pig Finn and Maggie. And then so we're at Fitzgerald's pub, and Maggie says something. I had to rewind it and go, what did you just say?
Yeah,
explain.
So Pig Finn is not the father. And there was some ambiguity about the father of Susan's kid.
There's another rich dude in the plot.
There's another rich dude, well, relatively rich dude. He's a bit of an a-hole, but neither are the kid's dad. We find out at the very end in the pub, I think we're all celebrating.
Yeah.
She's chatting to Jackie, and she says, you know, I need to tell somebody, but Pig Finn isn't the kid's dad, it's Ned. Now, I have an issue with this because the kid's about 10.
Yeah.
She's not 30 yet in this, as far as I can tell. And Ned Devine ain't a young man.
No. I think, listen, just make him younger. I don't care. You don't have to make him old. And then that fits okay in with the whole storyline.
Yeah. That's the only moral ambiguity in this thing, as far as I'm concerned.
He looks like a wrinkled old monkey priest.
He's a monkey priest. Priests shouldn't be having children.
No.
It's a bit questionable, and it's just glazed over. Like it's
kind of glazed over. No. And then we have Pig Finn just sitting with the kid in the pub and playing dad, and that's going to be the future now. It's going to be Pig Finn and Maggie and the kid. Secret.
It brings up the question, is he better to know or better not to know and be happy?
There's not enough given to it. Like, obviously this movie isn't a deep, crazy movie where you have to listen to the dialogue and go, oh, this is a life lesson. It's not.
No, because this all comes in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to ponder it. It's thrown in at the end for some reason.
It's a lightweight comedy set in Ireland Isle of Man, which I think because it's Irish, I think I found a little anchor in it, and I thought it was quite nicely portrayed as Ireland. And we all know the small village interactions and
Oh yeah,
relationships that go on. I think it did a very good job of just the whole sort of secrecy and people thinking and gossiping and things like that. I think it's a good, it's a
it's
nice
very
Irish movie.
familiar. It's a comforting blanket of familiarity for me, anyway. I don't know about you, because we've lived some of this life, at least elements of it.
I think Michael or Jackie and Annie's house just totally reminded of my house in the 80s. It's just because in the 80s, I don't know if it was like this in your house, but our 80s house still had wallpaper from the 50s and 60s and 70s, maybe not 50s, but 60s and 70s still knocking around. And like, it's totally what their house is like. And just
we didn't have wall. My house was built I think it was the year I was born, so it was really fancy. Built in 1977.
That's
76
yes, maybe. That's yeah. I remember being in your house and thinking this is a newer house. My house, I don't even know when it was built, but it was bloody small, and we only got an extension on it when I was in 5th class. So
yeah.
I remember still those light switches I saw in a couple of
switches. Yeah. The black sort of bauxite, I think it's called. Yeah, there's something awesome about those.
And even just
something dangerous feeling about them. You feel like you can be electrocuted.
I actually just flipped a fuse box last night. I was going, something dangerous about just flicking a spark to get the current going. But yeah, it's a nice movie. I didn't find it dragged a lot. I think there's a couple of things I read that it's a bit slow, but I was like, it's fine. It's just nicely timed.
I think the
paced.
pacing it fits the environment, fits the village environment, the slow pace of life. It couldn't have it.
Yeah,
like Uncut Gems. It wouldn't fit. It needs to be slow and a little bit plodding. It goes along with the life that these people are living. Anything fast paced would be out of place. And because it's such a comfortable place, I think the pace works. You don't mind spending time here.
Also, I think, I don't know if this was like this for you, but when the lottery or the lotto came out in Ireland, it was a big deal.
Oh yeah, and the man said the numbers and the guy from whatever
Stokes, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
KPMG.
It was a thing. Everybody in the country sat around and watched their TV boxes, or if you're in a pub, you watched it on the fucking on the box in there. It was everybody read the numbers and hoped to be millionaires. And only Ned was.
Do you do it still or no?
At the odd time, just for giggles, but I have no intention of changing my life by winning the lottery.
Just be careful if you die with it in your hand. Your entire village might come against you.
Feckers.
All right, so what do you think of the plot then? So let's see. We've talked about the whole moral ambiguity of it. We've talked about the sort of community gathering to sort of overcome this sort of ethical dilemma. Ned Devine is the name of the movie, but he's not in it, which I think is kind of cool.
He's in a boat.
Yeah.
I actually quite like the plot though. Like I think it has meat in it now. It's a very tender meat in that you don't have to chew all that hard to get through this plot. It's simple.
Yeah.
But it's interesting enough, and it's got enough layers in it to keep me happy. Is it amazing? No, but it's good.
If it was set in a Boston neighborhood or a neighborhood, if this was an American movie, would we appreciate it as much? Probably not.
Great question. Possibly not. The familiarity of this helps, but then Irish movies sometimes sell quite well because of this almost sort of naive sort of way of life. It feels simple. It feels Hobbit-like, simpler place, simpler time.
Did you think about the same sort of vibe that the Banshees of Inisherin gave? I kind of like this better than Banshees of Inisherin, to be honest with you. I just didn't get the whole plot of Banshees, but it's the same feeling.
I Banshees, but it has that same small community. Now, Banshees was actually filmed in Ireland.
True.
And I actually visited the set of that place. The filming location. there a couple of years back. It's kind of cool to visit the house that went on fire. Anyway,
true.
We're not reviewing that. I'm Banshees does the set better.
Yeah.
Because, well, number one, it's actually Ireland. Number two, it's got a bigger budget and it's better production. That said, this doesn't miss the mark all that far at all.
No. 3.25.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on that. No, 3.
3.
I had 3 in my head, then you said 3.25. I'll stick with 3.
All right, so we've got acting here. So we've got David Kelly, whose face could launch 1,000 ships.
He's excellent.
Yeah, he's always good.
Yeah. And I thought Ian Bannen was very good as well. He's quite a lovey character, right? He's proper thespian style dude.
He's got a good acting chops, yeah.
Yeah, he's done some big things. And he ran with a few of the heavy hitters back in the day. So he's quite good in this. He really feels like what's the phrase? A bit of a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
He's very believable. He speaks well. He's a bit of a shyster, and he's quite likable with it, though.
He's likable rogue, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got James Nesbitt, who's probably, as I said earlier, most well-known actor in the lineup, who's quite good.
He's did as well. Yeah, he's quite good. I thought Susan was quite good. The rest of the cast don't really matter.
Not really. No, but they're not bad. Like Fitzgerald.
Oh, not bad at all.
The landlord of Fitzgerald is fine. The priest with the young kid is fine. That's weird.
The Lotto Man, again, is another nod to Father Ted.
Was he in Father Ted?
Remember he wins the Golden Cleric? He was
Yes.
the TV guy doing the work with the chalice and stuff.
Was that him?
That's him, yeah.
I knew his voice was familiar. I looked him up and was like, I know this guy. I know his voice. I thought he was he sounded like Ian Dempsey or something.
He does give that vibe, yeah. But, yeah.
I think the acting is good from the main
it is good.
dudes.
It is good. Nobody lets it down.
No, I'll give 3.5 because I think they need to be rewarded.
I'll join you there. There was a really believable chemistry between Michael and Jackie. So yeah, 3.5 fits.
For an Irish movie, I just cannot. It's been 3 weeks since I watched the movie. I cannot remember the music.
The only bit of music I remember was the fiddle piece, which I think is fantastic. The rest of it is completely forgettable. And I do remember the outro song where they're all standing on a cliff looking out, thanking Ned Devine. That scene annoyed me. The only scene in this that annoyed me, it felt too twee. Too Asher, he's deadly.
To Ned Devine.
Yeah. I had issues with that. Aside from that, the music was playing and that annoyed me. But beyond that, it actually was kind of like a Enya sort of tune. So back in the day, it was fine, but I didn't like it. Music's okay in this. It's forgettable, though.
Yeah.
I'd say 2.5 for me.
Yeah, I'd say 2.75, similar. Let me rebut against your hatred of the ending. I don't like sentimental shit. Well, I actually do like sentimental shit, but I don't like twee shit. I didn't find it that bad. I think it was quite Irish to finish off with a sort of blessing, faux Irish blessing.
Having a drink and
yeah. And this was after a night of boozing. Like they were like, they must have been
I'd be on the ground vomiting.
Yeah. Wasn't Pig Finn in the sun with them? The sun with them, though.
Yeah. That's possibly why I was a bit jarred.
Yeah. So Jackie's probably looking around going, "Oh shit, I've got a secret now." Yeah. Yeah, it's disappointing to find out that this is the Isle of Man and it's not really a real Irish movie. So direction, obviously, I think they do well. I think it looks like Ireland. I think the cinematography is cool. The indoor decoration just reminds me of 80s, 90s Ireland before lots of modern crap came in. Phone boxes where we used to...
Projectile phone boxes.
Projectile phone. The TARDIS. I think it looks great. I think the outdoor scenery looks lovely. I'd love to actually go to the Isle of Man.
I've never been either.
It's hard to get to. I think you have to go to Manchester.
It probably doesn't
first.
Look like it does in this movie.
Probably not. Well, but yeah, I think you have to go to Manchester first and then go from Manchester to Douglas.
Sure.
Um,
Douglas will tell you how to get there.
uh, yeah, direction. I liked it. I thought it looked and felt like Ireland. I think if you're an American, let's say, and you're looking for an Irish movie to watch, I think you should watch this one because it gives a lot more of a local village Irish vibe than a lot of other
Very much so.
movies out there. Like, what movie would you recommend to an American person, let's say, to get a vibe of Ireland, like The Commitments or something?
Depends on which part of Ireland you want to give vibes. Commitments is Dublin, inner city Dublin sort of vibes.
Yeah.
Very different from this. I think Commitments is more realistic because this movie is an idealized version of Ireland, a part of Ireland that kind of doesn't exist. No, it in fact doesn't exist anymore, not in this age.
Really?
30, 40 years ago, this island existed, more than it does now, at least. I'm sure there's some places in the
There's
West.
got to be. There's got to be villages like this still.
Yeah, not as many as there were back in the day, though. There's too much money and technology.
Oh, I'm going to find these villages. I'm going to burn
I'm
them.
I'm sure they exist. They're much fewer and far between as they were.
They must.
The 90s and the 80s.
Get over the bloody Donegal and Clare and everything, and you go through these one street towns, and yeah. Well, if you read the media, people will say every village has been overtaken by whatever, but yeah, let's not go there. But direction of this movie, I like it a lot. I like
politics.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to give this the highest mate. I won't go to 4. I'll go to 3.75.
I go 3.5. It's good. I'm tempted to join you now. I think of it though. I love the scene or the symmetry of the two lads in the nip on motorbike. I think that's just, and I love that bit with the fiddle playing and the crescendo building up. That's a beautiful piece of interaction in the hard cut for flying through the air. I'm going to judge 3.75. Yes, there's some really smart pieces in the direction here.
I wrote down a couple of just words as I was watching it. Interior decoration, low res TV. When you watch the lotto, the drum rolling, just pure fuzziness. Fruit soaps. They do sing The Mountains of Mourne, don't they, at some point as well? I think.
In the pub.
Yeah, maybe somewhere, but I just wrote that down. And then I think the whole coffin going out the door and just that sort of funeral vibes of just rural Ireland where you have to carry the coffin. And
I love that the coffin goes into the post van.
Yes.
The unpost.
Yeah, they don't even have a funeral home there in the village.
Yeah. Why would you for 52 people?
Exactly. Well, let's see here. Film Threat gave it only 40. Said, while one can detect a genuinely amusing screenplay somewhere under the flat direction and mysteriously stiff performances, the film is tediously slow.
Harsh.
Very harsh. San Francisco Chronicle 100. This one is so much fun, it's worth taking the whole family. I wonder, did Roger Ebert review this? Maybe not. Oh, he did. 75. Oh. One of the joys of Waking Ned Devine is in the richness of the local eccentric population. See, that's the thing, though. Like, as the main protagonists, Jackie and Michael, you do cut to Pig Finn and Maggie, and then the priest and Morris and Fitzgerald's pub and Lizzie Quinn, the witch, and everybody. Yeah. So you do get this tapestry of characters that go in and out of the plot, but obviously the priest has no say in anything. The witch has a little bit, and the flying telephone box at the end is amazingly part of the storyline. But I like it because that's fine. It's okay to put these characters in it and not be a part of the central plot. It just gives us that tapestry.
To me, the villagers are an amalgamation into one central sort of one fourth character. They all kind of fit together, and they're all part of the one storyline in my head. I don't know why that makes any bloody sense, but it's a really interesting character and a really believable character.
Yeah, and I think it's a successful movie, and I think I would definitely recommend anybody that wants to watch an Irish movie for St. Patrick's Day to watch this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
While drinking an awful lot of Guinness.
If you can manage that. I think a lot of other understated movies that probably people don't know about, like The Wind That Shakes the Barley, is quite a good movie, but
Heavy,
historically
heavy.
heavy. Yeah, Brother v Brother. Michael Collins is too shit because Julia Roberts sucks at speaking Irish.
It's really annoying because parts of the movie are fantastic. I think Liam Neeson's very good in it. But her accent wrecks my head.
You just don't.
Unnecessary.
We're going to have to watch The Devil's Own at some point.
Oh, God. No.
It's not an American story, Tom. It's an Irish one. I'm in the Ra.
Brutal. Which is really weird because he does some fantastic voices. Like his accent in Snatch is just fantastic.
Yeah, even just as Aldo Rain in Glorious Bastards.
Yeah, it's amazing. He has a great range.
He didn't know what to do.
He just phoned this one and he didn't bother.
He didn't know.
Yeah,
he didn't.
And maybe to a more international audience who don't know Irish accents, it's fine. But to me, whoa.
Well, before we like, because it is St. Patrick's Day, we can talk about Irish representation in usually American shows. Like if you remember Star Trek Voyager and Janeway going into the holodeck to Fairhaven, was it?
Fairhaven, yeah. That was brutal.
But then it goes back to the 80s, like Murder, She Wrote. There's plenty of episodes set in Ireland. And even actually recently, there was a Netflix movie set in bloody Ireland, and everybody's just speaking bullshit, diddly-eye accents. It's like, get some real Irish actors, please.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I can't remember which one. My wife was watching something. Might have been The Notebook. I'm not sure. But there's a scene where the main actress, or the main whatever hell she is, the antagonist, plugs in her mobile phone and it brings down the electric grid for the village. That had me throwing stuff at the TV. just no, go away. So sometimes depictions of Ireland on TV and on the big screen are pathetically bad. They just miss the mark. They don't get the character. They don't get the soul.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying. It can't be that hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Sometimes it's plastic in that they don't bother researching what they're trying to simulate on TV or in the movies, which is lazy production.
There's if we look at movie 2 that we reviewed, Kisses, set in Dublin. If you remember back to 2023 when we reviewed that movie, I would not recommend that movie to anybody that wanted to watch an Irish movie, because it's an indie movie that isn't sort of a broad, appealing movie, I don't think.
It's a fair reflection of a part of Dublin, though. It's
the
more, the grimier, dirtier side of life in Dublin.
Yeah.
It's not a happy time.
To be homeless in Dublin is not a happy time.
No, it's not.
But you could meet Bob Dylan in an alleyway.
God,
Stephen Ray in an alleyway.
Yeah. He was the only good bit in the movie. There was moments in it. No, I didn't particularly enjoy my time watching that. Sorry,
I think we've got Kisses and we've got My Left Foot, and I don't remember.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's another Irish, but it's not. It's about growing up. It's also 50s, Dublin. 60s Dublin.
Yeah.
Which also gives a good insight to the home setup of an Irish family in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
I guess the Magdalen Laundries as well is another. You have to, if you want to learn about Ireland and where we've come from.
Yeah, without sugarcoating it and not being a plastic representation of what the country is and was and the stuff we hid.
The priests, the priests and the nuns, they were not great. And that's the thing, like that's why people our age, probably maybe a bit younger, maybe 10 years younger than us, probably are the same as us for going religion. It's not the best solution to society's problems.
It wasn't a good PR situation for them now.
It shouldn't be. And like, to be honest with you, the church goers has dwindled over the last decades. I guess when you reach a certain age, probably start going back to it, going, Oh,
Hedge your
shit.
bets.
Exactly.
Just in
Yeah.
case.
I think we all go back to our childhood where we brought up Catholic and go to church every Sunday, whatever, and say your prayers at night, and you probably head back to that when you get near the end, going, better touch base again with the fella.
Chuck a couple of fivers in the old the hat that gets passed around just so
Yeah.
so get it in the door. I think it's like 50 quid at least before you get there.
Ah, it's yourself back again with the money. Huh.
Just in time.
Just in time, exactly. Going to give you the old cancer there. So, well played. All right. I figured we needed to just talk a little bit about Ireland and the movies there, just for the day that it is. If you are heading off to a parade, don't drink much. Or if you've come back from it and you have drunk a lot, then well done.
Make your way to the toilet and vomit.
Yeah, and then start again. If you have not liked us on the platform you're listening to us on, please do so. That would be amazing. And we will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.